Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful New Year's and a good time with friends and family. Today I'm going to show you a makeup look with a few new products. At least they are new to me. They are not new in the makeup world, but they are new to my makeup collection and I'm going to try them. I'm going to use them for the first time. Some of them are super old and you already know them, but let's just start with the video and see what I have. Maybe you already own some of these products, then you can write me in the comments what you think about them, if you like them, if you don't like them. And let's get started with the look then. Alright, let's start with the foundation. And I have a little sample here, which I kept forever, but now I think today is the day I really want to try this one. It is the foundation from La Mer. And it's in the color Sand 23. On this package it says the Soft Fluid Long Wear Foundation. It has SPF 20. I'm not sure if this color suits my skin, but we will see. I'm just gonna try. The 2 is how dark it is, and I think it goes from 0 to 4, if I'm not mistaken. And the 3 is that it's more yellow tone. So 1 is pink, 2 is neutral, and then 3 is yellow. So I'm like, if that's a 2, this is medium, dark, yellow toned, and I think this is way too dark for me, but we will see. I'm just gonna open it like this. It's really hard to open. Why are those always so hard to open? This is ridiculous. There we go. Whoa! It has such a strong scent, which I'm not sure if that is a good thing or a bad thing. I think I can smell alcohol, but I really don't know. Maybe I should have checked what's inside. Let's see. Well, it's very heavily scented. If you don't like that, you're not gonna like this. So I think I'm just gonna put this straight onto my beauty blender because I'm a little bit afraid of getting it all over me. I'm not wearing any primer. This is just straight foundation onto my usual skincare. So as you can see, this is quite dark, but I mean, I can blend it. We can make it work. We can make it work. I'm gonna look a bit tanned, but yeah, it is way too dark for me. As you can see, like my neck is so much paler than my face now. But this is just for the purpose of trying it, and I'm just gonna blend it down as good as I can. The coverage is really good. So I do have some redness here and like scarring from a pimple here, and it's dealing with it really well. Just gonna check if I can get some more out, just to see how it's layering. I'm just gonna try a really thin second layer. I can't describe the smell. It smells like a cocktail, but definitely with alcohol. But the finish looks so beautiful. It looks like a silky, satiny finish. Let's see. I'm really curious how this is gonna set. If I even have to powder this foundation. I'm not sure I have to. I'm having a really hard time blending it down because as I'm blending, it just gets darker and darker here as well. And now I'm having the line here, but I don't want to go lower because of my jumper. So, wow. So the coverage is super heavy because I can basically use the little bit product which is left on my sponge and cover my whole neck with that. Which is good if you have the right color. Oh God, no. I was scared that I'm gonna like this foundation because it's so expensive. I thought maybe I'm gonna try it and it's just average, and now I'm super impressed. I love the color, although it's not my color, but it's a very good match for me probably in the summer. And the coverage is really good. I nearly don't have to use any concealer probably, although I will use some, but just for the purpose of trying out how it's gonna react with the concealer. But I really, really enjoy the finish it gives me so far. For concealer, I have the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, which is this one in this really, really big container. And this one I did try before, so this is not a first impression. I have to say I like it, but I'm still in the phase where I'm trying out what I can do, which powder I have to use with it, and so on and so on. It is quite light, so probably that's gonna look hilarious now. The dark face and then super bright concealer, but I just wanted to give it a go on camera as well to see how that concealer looks on camera. This is definitely highlighting my face now, my under eyes. But it looks like it's really sitting well on top of the foundation. I'm just gonna do my best to blend this out so that it doesn't look so strong in contrast with the dark foundation. So now I did blend it out quite well. I think it looks okay now, although I wouldn't do that again, this color mix. But the concealer sits super nice on top of the foundation. So far, so good. To be honest, I'm not sure if I want to set this now with a powder because I kind of really want to see how the foundation holds without anything, like no primer and no powder. But yeah, I think I'm gonna set my under eyes and around my nose and leave the rest. I'm gonna use the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder from Charlotte Tilbury in the number 2 medium. And I took this one because maybe that's gonna darken it a little bit again. I mean, normally you would always try to brighten your under eye, but because this concealer is so bright, I think I have to dim it down a little bit. So I'm just gonna go under my eyes and around my nose, because I tend to crease there all the time, maybe here a little bit and my chin, and I just leave the rest as it is. Moving on to bronzer, and here I have one which is not new at all. I just try to finish it up at the moment, which, whoopsie, which is the Too Faced chocolate bronzer. I cannot tell you which one it is because it's completely gone. I think this is a medium brown. There is a darker one and there is a lighter one. And I think there are 3 of them, so this must be the normal chocolate bronzer. There's a milk chocolate bronzer which is lighter, and then a really deep one which is way too deep. I just wanted to finish this one. That's why I try to use it very light-handed at the moment, because this is my summer bronzer. Because even though I'm in Spain, I'm not as tanned as I would like to be, so I have to fake it till I make it. And I think for the winter time I'm just gonna get the milk chocolate bronzer next time. For blush, I'm gonna use a matte blush in the color Peachykeen, which is one of my favorite matte blushes. It's a really nice peachy toned blush with a tiny little bit of a shimmer. Some would say it's a glitter, but I can't really detect it on my cheeks. So I can see it in the pan. But once it is on my cheek, I can't see the glitter at all. It's just a really lovely flush. Moving on to the eyes, and here I have a new thing in my collection. It is not new in the makeup world, but it's new to me. Actually, my mom bought this for me, so thank you very much again. It is from Charlotte Tilbury, the Golden Goddess Luxury Eye Palette, which I wanted to have for a long time, but I already have one. I have the, which one is it? Dolce Vita Eye Palette. And I wanted to have this one for a very long time, but I just didn't get it because I thought I have one already, so maybe not, but now I got it as a present and I'm very happy about it. So I'm gonna try this out today and I'm just gonna follow the instructions. On the back it says prime, enhance, pop and smoke to these colors, and I'm just gonna do exactly that. I'm gonna go into the prime color, which is a really lovely champagne gold, I would say, and just prime my whole eyelid with that. I have to say I really like Charlotte Tilbury products in general. I think they are really amazing and awesome. I have to say though, on this palettes, also on the other one I have, this prime shade, which is this light one here, tends to be a little bit powdery. That's not per se something really bad, but I just think it could be a little bit smoother. When you apply it first, it's kind of as if it's not really becoming one with the skin, if that makes sense. It just kind of sits on top, but it gets better the longer you wear it. And that's also only this one shade, all the other ones are completely different. Moving on to the next shade, which is the Enhanced shade, which is really hard to describe actually. This is kind of a taupe. I'm going to take this with a really fluffy brush and place this on the outer corner of my eyes, following like a V. And it's like here and here. So I am creating a shade in my crease. Then I'm also defining the lash line. The color I just used was this here, and now I'm going to follow it with this color, which is the smoke color. I'm using a very small and very dense brush for this, and I'm going along the lash line very close, just enhancing the lash line. That's a very lovely brown color with a reddish golden undertone. I'm creating a really soft wing here, but it's nearly invisible. I'm also taking the same shade and going along the lower lash line as well. Not all the way in the middle, just maybe 2/3. I am doing the exact same thing on the other side. At least I try. It will never be the exact same thing. As hard as you try, you will always have two different eyes in the end. Alright, so this is what I've got so far, and now I'm left with the pop color, which is the one in the corner right here. And this one is very interesting because it looks quite dark in here. It looks like a greeny gray, but it could turn out to be completely different because it's a glitter. So what I'm doing is I'm going in with my finger just like that. I'm trying to get it on my lid without having all the glitter in my whole face. So I'm just pressing it very lightly onto my eyelid. That's really pretty. It does not have at all anything green. It's just very hard to describe as well. Like it's between silver and gold. I would swear that this has silver and gold shimmers in here. It's actually super lovely. I like it a lot. I mean, I'm gonna have a nightmare to getting this off my face tonight again, as I always have. So if you know anything good to remove glitter from your face in the evening without having it in your whole face, I would be very appreciative. I can't get enough of this glitter. I kind of just want to keep applying and keep applying. The more I put on, the more beautiful it gets. I'm going to apply now a little bit of an Urban Decay eyeliner, which is super small. It is called Demolition, and it's the best brown you can ever have because it is a very, very deep brown. So for me, it's a perfect match, like it's in between black and brown, but it's not a super warm brown, so it's not too red for the eye area. It's more like a cool tone brown, which makes it like in between black, grey and brown. Perfect. I'm going to apply this on the outer part of my waterline, approximately until the middle, and also on the upper part of my waterline, which I absolutely hate doing. Oof. For a very, very long time, I avoided to have anything on my waterline because I thought it makes my eyes really small. But recently I've seen a Lisa Eldridge video where she did a brown smoky eye, and I followed the tutorial and she did that. So I did it as well, obviously. And I really liked the look. So since then I try to incorporate the eyeliner back into my life. For mascara, I'm gonna use the Total Temptation from Maybelline New York, which, if you saw my last video, I forgot the name of my drugstore mascara, and that's the one. That's the Total Temptation one. It smells, wow. Just painted it on my nose, but it smells delicious. Now that I'm finished with my mascara, I could see that my concealer started to crease a little bit, so I tried to fix this. For fixing it, I'm going in with my beauty blender and try to remove all the creasing. Yeah, that worked quite well. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I am quickly fixing my brows with my Kiko brow pencil, which I'm always using. Still the same. Still the old same Kiko eyebrow pencil, but probably here as well I'm gonna go out, get a new one soon, and try to broaden my experiences a little bit and get another one. Lastly, the lips, and here I've got something new for you. Again, this is from Dior, the Rouge Dior Baume in the color Lili 558. This is a lovely everyday rose color. This color is something I could wear literally every day. I think colors like that freshen up every look, and everybody should have a pinky rosy color in their collection which just suits their complexions, and I think that this one could be one which is good for nearly everybody. And it's really, really balmy, like the name is suggesting. It's like Rouge Dior Baume, so it's also very hydrating and not heavy on the lips at all. This is the finished look. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you are not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!